I gotta shoot close.
Art be leaving just cause he don't have to leave. He could have killed her ass.
Could he?
He could have killed her ass.
Why did he leave?
Oh, he just left. Like that shit really just got hot, and I feel like he just left, bro. Like once the girl fell, he could have murked her ass. When she was holding that fucking sword, I'm like, damn, is something else gonna happen? But she fell. Bitch, just get up, look around.
Oh, you got in the window, right?
Yes, bro. Like window was open and some shit. Like
I ain't gonna kill him.
that,
No. That's sort of the only thing he can kill. He's like, nah, I ain't going to that shit again. I'm out of here.
man,
But it's like,
bro,
I ain't gonna
he
lie.
could have fucking murked her ass.
You
She
know,
was holding a fucking
I'm not.
sword.
You gotta watch the review. I'm not giving any
She was,
excuses for it yet
she was
until I hear
holding
this
a
nigga.
fucking sword.
I'm not giving any excuses until I hear this nigga because you know how I feel about it. So I can't say,
Like
I can't get anything no excuses, man.
she's in pain. What the fuck was she gonna do? She's she's trying to hold on
Oh,
to
this
that
shit
shit,
on
bro.
the other side, like, come on, she gonna hit you with the hilt,
Bro,
like, bro.
lift that bitch legs up. The
Bro, that
movie
shit.
done. It would have ended sooner. Lift
I
that bitch legs
I
up.
feel like he went to hell before too. I don't know. I feel like I already seen Fiona in hell for some reason, but I know they go do that shit next one.
Yeah, right. 10 things you
We're
probably
gonna see the
did.
brother there.
You said
We're
what?
gonna see the brother there, huh?
In hell?
Yeah.
Man, that nigga moved the fuck on like Chris Tucker did Friday. Which I want to do a bet right now. Like we could bet like $10. Bet done like he don't come back. I think he's too good. I think you gotta like when they killed that nigga.
That's the one. But I really gotta like. We gotta watch this video and really look up why did they kill off the little brother. Yeah, because that's all I want to know. That's literally all I want to know. And I know they had like some type of pedal at Comic Con where he was answering questions and somebody for sure had that question.
Yeah, cause that shit. Oh, for sure, bro. He on the panel.
Yeah, you know you got. Yeah, bro, they gotta wait, bro. If you're a famous nigga, they're gonna have a way for people to talk to you at least once a year.
Nigga,
At least once a year. They're gonna find a way to have people talk to you at least once a year.
hey, you let us in down. You know I'm asking.
Yeah.
Hey, why y'all did that?
Why the fuck did y'all do that? What's the point?
Yeah, I just felt like y'all did a bunch of stuff for the other scenes, and this is an important character. He didn't even get a kill. Even the mom got a kill. Like y'all didn't really put him on screen. Y'all just popped up. Hey, it's a
Bro,
small.
so you should have told me that wasn't the dad on the wall because if that wasn't the dad on the wall, then where the fuck was the dad?
Bro, I was just saying. I was just saying. I was just saying. Why the fuck would Art push this bitch face into a nasty ass hole in the wall? Take her face out. Turn
That shit did like a fucking pie. I ain't gonna lie. When he first nasty, that shit was nasty as fuck.
And then point to the ground to a fucking head with like shoulders. Because it wasn't even body feel. It was just like head and shoulders. But I know it was man face on Christmas tree. I do know that. But I was like, why would Art do that? Who was
I to watch the ending again because that was a wild
everything. I want to watch the sick. I want to start from Ninth fucking Circle, fam. To be fucking honest. I want to Wikipedia everything and in order this shit in like one day, like next fucking day or like one day, like real life. Watch everything.
Bro, we can do it, bro. We can really sit and watch Nine Circle.
I can't tell somebody this movie. I know I don't know shit when I can't tell somebody. Feel me? Like,
bro, I tell people about this movie. I tell people about this movie all the time. They be like, what's it about? I don't know, man.
so like, no, bro, like,
You just gotta watch it, man.
fuck, like, damn, bro, this shit's insane.
For 2 made in its entire box office run. Pair that up with also this Halloween, Art the Clown being everywhere in terms of merchandise, toys, decoration. This clown has fully gone mainstream, and I really think we are witnessing the birth of a new horror icon, which is what us horror fans always like to say, but I think this time it's actually happening. But okay, whatever the case, let's start off from the beginning of the movie and talk about the opening sequence that we knew was supposed to be controversial because it involved a kid. And well, since this is spoilers, it's not just that kid, it's multiple kids throughout the movie. And you know, my expectation knowing about this controversial scene and knowing how much I like Art the Clown, I did have some hesitancy because I don't want this franchise to just be all about shock value, gore in your face. Like, that's.
I just remembered. Bro.
What?
Review. And we were talking about doing movie reviews and shit, and I ended up watching movie reviews, and he was one of the niggas. And I was like, oh yeah, this is good quality.
Wow. Fucking bright, bro. Yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, and he's really good with him. No spoiler me, because sometimes I do want to watch I do want to watch a review without getting spoiled.
This nigga say, you know what? I'm taking all your money. I want all of it.
Yeah, man.
Both sides.
It's him and it's like another nigga. I forgot them niggas' names, but like a Screen Rant or some shit like that. They get that back.
That sounds familiar as a bitch.
Yeah, they get that back.
That sounds familiar as a bitch.
They got like a nigga. They got like a team. They got like a team though. They got like a team.
It
Yeah,
be different people in there.
like
It be a
different
girl
niggas,
and shit.
A girl, black girl. Yeah, 100%.
Okay. That sounds familiar.
I don't want this franchise to just be all about shock value, gore in your face. Like, that's definitely a reason why we love these movies. But I don't want that to be the only interesting thing, that these films just produce headlines of, oh, people walk out of the movie, their people threw up, someone fainted. I eventually want these films to transcend those gimmicky headlines, which is still awesome, though, that the third movie can pull those kind of things from audience members. And so at the start of the film, we have Art the Clown, who's dressed as Santa Claus. A little girl who's watching him from afar thinking, oh, this is the real Santa, he's got presents in there, and she watches Art go up to her brother's bedroom, and this kid can't be any older than like 7, 8 years old, and off screen you just hear Art chop away with his axe bit by bit, and the look on the little girl's face, I know it's messed up, but I could not help to laugh. She went from, oh my god, Santa's here too.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI creation platform. Describe what you want, and watch it take shape.
Oh, what just happened to my brother? It was kind of crazy. And you know, it was also the audience reaction that made me like the movie a second time more, because it was a packed theater of what you could tell were just pure horror fans. And the reason you could tell is we was all wearing black. Like, that's just something you gotta do if you're a horror fan. But when I saw that scene and it confirmed it, okay, Art is going after kids. There's no more line. The way it was done in just that moment, I'm like, okay, not that bad. I think there's been worse. Heck, even the movie Salem's Lot that just recently came out, they also took down a couple of kids. Michael Myers did it in Halloween 2018. This isn't new territory, so I don't know why people were making such a huge deal out of it. Until the scene continued on, Art goes after the dad, starts chasing the mom. The mom, and I like the little moments where he was trying to big brother Jonathan, and she watches Art go up to her brother's bedroom, and this kid can't be any older than like 7, 8 years old, and off screen you just hear Art chop away with his axe bit by bit, and the look on the little girl's face, I know it's messed up, but I could not help to laugh. She went from, oh my god, Santa's here too, oh, what just happened to my brother? It was kind of crazy. And you know, it was also the audience reaction that made me like the movie a second time more, because it was a packed theater of what you could tell were just pure horror fans. And the reason you could tell is we was all wearing black. Like, that's just something you gotta do if you're a horror fan. But when I saw that scene and it confirmed it, okay, Art is going after kids. There's no more line. The way it was done in just that moment, I'm like, okay, not that bad. I think there's been worse. Heck, even the movie Salem's Lot that just recently came out, they also took down a couple of kids. Michael Myers did it in Halloween 2018. This isn't new territory, so I don't know why people were making such a huge deal out of it. Until the scene continued on, Art goes after the dad, starts chasing the mom. The mom then runs into the bedroom and sees the dismembered body of her child, and they show all the bits. They show the head here, the arm over there, the leg over here, and that's where I was like, oh, I knew you guys would come up to the line. I didn't think you'd tiptoe over it. That to me is where I was like, okay, maybe that was a little step too far. I didn't need to see the dismembered body, but also kind of good on you, Art, for pushing those boundaries and making us feel uncomfortable. So yeah, maybe the controversy was warranted, but I still feel like up to Art the Clown standards, not that bad. I feel like it was semi-tasteful. Because then as soon as that's done, Art goes after the mom.
As a grown man, I ain't need to say that. I ain't that gay. Like he gave pussy, but like, you know what? That line, that's a crazy bar too. Like, you fuck it.
I ain't gonna lie.
That was a crazy
I ain't gonna lie. You right. You did not need to say that. He
Fuck.
gave? Who are you?
That shit crazy.
He's giving? Who you giving? How you giving?
And Art holds no mercy to the mom, chopping her up bit by bit.
Hey, press play.
Limb by limb. I do not want to see that kind of stuff done to a kid, and so I'm glad the movie didn't cross that line. But really, overall, kind of a great opening scene. It really set the tone and let you know Art is not holding back whatsoever. And also, can I say, I just love the way Terrifier 3 was shot. This like grainy film look where it feels like a VHS movie that was pulled out of the 80s, but it's set in modern time. Everyone's got their phones, tablets, modern technology. I don't know, I just really love the look of this movie. The cinematography is down, and I kind of hope they keep this look going throughout whatever movies come up in the franchise. But that opening scene ends, looks like Art took down the entire family, and we actually flash back 5 years prior to the ending events of Terrifier 2. Now, as a horror fan, I love when horror movies do this, where they pick up moments after the last movie ended. Like the Child's Play movies were great at that, whether it was like the opening of Child's Play 2, seeing Chucky be rebuilt, or the opening of Child's Play 3, the dismembered body of Chucky. I don't know why, I just love seeing the continuation of where the story left off. It just really feels like an epic saga continuing on. And well, we just follow a cop who finds Art headless, is trying to call for backup when out of nowhere, Art's headless body comes to life and starts choking the crap out of this cop, taking his head, putting it on, and riding on the subway so he can go to the hospital/asylum where his head was reborn at the end of the second movie through one of his victims, Vicky, aka Victoria Hayes. And you know, just pausing there for a second, that's some of the supernatural stuff that worries me with Terrifier, because without a doubt, we are going supernatural with Art. And while I'll admit I prefer Art the Clown just being a regular guy in a clown costume, I am very curious about the new added tidbits of lore they add in this movie, which we'll talk about. But when you see Art the Clown headless, taking gunshots, riding the subway, it's creepy for sure, but it also makes him now so ultra super powerful. There is a bit of me that feels like there loses some suspense whenever Art goes against an ordinary person, because I like to believe that ordinary person maybe has a smidgen of a chance to escape, fight back, and maybe not kill Art, but at least get away. But unfortunately, that doesn't happen to Chris Jericho. He gets taken down, and both Victoria and Art are now on the train, setting us for this adventure. Now, this is also something I loved. In the second movie, they explain Art the Clown.
Like that shit actually pissed me off.
One
Like,
suggestion.
yeah, you go ahead.
But that what's that shit everybody be watching? That fucking
Nah, it's not.
that fucking medieval time shit.
Nah, Chris Jericho, WWE.
Oh really? Shit, I wanna go get that.
Clown cleaned up his bloody mess by just getting naked at a laundry match and then popping in his clothes and waiting for it to be clean. This time around, we don't need to repeat that. Instead, since it's Halloween night, we see someone dressed up as the Miles County Clown, aka Art the Clown, and it's sadly an off-screen kill, but it's assumed Art just took his costume and killed the guy.
Yo, the nigga they had a brother.
Said, now you know Chris Jericho. That nigga said, I'm not a nigga. That nigga, that's like.
No, that's crazy. For a black person, I would never expect. That was some shit.
Yo.
That was some shit. If I wasn't me seeing that, I'd be like, wow. No, I heard that before.
But yeah, WWE, the games and shit, I done heard that song a billion times. And now you know, dude, that shit was sliding.
Yeah, that shit. Undertaker, Rey Mysterio, my niggas.
Yeah. Bigger. 619.
That nigga was Spanish to them, bitch.
You know.
So I remember that nigga took his fucking mask off. Feel like a regular nigga. I was like, wow, I thought he was gonna be like a fucking ugly ass, like hideous.
Yeah, I was sure.
I thought he was gonna be like bald.
Yeah, like Emmy this shit. I was like, yeah, who's this nigga? Dominic.
Fam, like a regular ass. I was like, wow.
I was shook. I ain't gonna lie.
I was like, wow.
I ain't like that shit.
That shit was crazy.
I remember I made a whole report on Rey Mysterio.
I was like, this nigga could walk the fuck past me.
I had a whole report on Rey Mysterio. I remember having to do a whole history report on Rey Mysterio.
Wow.
Because they asked me who was my idol, and I chose Rey Mysterio.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a dub.
I was gonna ask why, but I'm glad you fucking said why.
Oh, yeah. That was dumb. That's dumb as fuck. Like,
Wow.
I'm literally sitting there looking at this nigga's like whole history and shit. They give me like little. I'm on the internet looking at like early internet, so you give me like little tidbits and facts on this nigga and shit like that on some random ass website, random ass like wwekids.com type shit. It blew. I ain't gonna lie. Like I remember this nigga's history. I can still remember looking it up.
Fuck happened. Nah, go ahead.
Bro, this nigga was like, he was a luchador.
Like El Libre nigga?
Yeah, like a luchador, like a luchador, yeah. Like in Mexico wrestling, luchador, and then he got picked up by the WWE type shit. And then he left the WWE and went back to going to be a luchador.
Wow.
Yeah, and then he came back to the WWE.
Wow.
And then sent to WWE.
And they what?
His son's in the WWE now.
Like he actually left to go fucking
Yeah.
back though, like by choice, like
By choice, yes. He left and went back to the fucking Mexican luchador.
and then was just like, all right, I'm jump back in.
Yeah, but I don't know what the fuck. I think that nigga was some Mexican cartel shit. I think he had to. I don't know. Because of what the fuck, right? And that nigga was such a star too. So like the fact I was like he had to leave. I was like, nah, I think he had to leave. Like we old enough to know now, like he has to leave. Cause you a grown ass man with free will.
That nigga had Bruno Mars contract. Oh my god. You know what I'm talking about?
I never heard about that, but Bruno Mars is a wild nigga that like it's not far fetched.
I think it's Bruno Mars. Yeah, it's Bruno Mars, bro. The shit with him in Vegas.
Oh, I heard about that. I did hear about that.
Yeah,
It's like a casino shit, like he like a crazy ass.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro.
it's
Yeah,
either him or the weekend or some shit. It's either or.
Bro, it's Bruno Mars. No, let's look it up on the street.
Yeah, I gotta look it up.
Bro, the weekend floating, bro. He doing whatever. He be a Playboy Cardi and shit, fam.
Yeah,
He
he-